everyone, this is the Visibility Care Show, the 20-minute show designed to give you the exact tools and tips to get you seen and found by your ideal client. Now join me in welcoming your host, the phenomenal Nnanke Essien.
Hello everybody, welcome once again to the Visibility Cure Show. We're super excited to have you here. Now this is a 20-minute show designed to give you the exact dosage of tools and tips to keep you visible, and being found by your ideal clients. We know that one of the reasons why a lot of businesses suffer today is because they have this awesome idea, but nobody knows they exist. The program is here to actually help you to be seen and found by your ideal clients. Now today, our teal carpet is graced by the amazing, the awesome, the super, the one and only Coach Kemi. She's the CEO and founder of the How to Think Academy, which is a personal development program or business that focuses on our thoughts and how we can boldly use them to live the kind of life that we really want. A lot of people are springing up right now with businesses. The entrepreneurial bust is in Nigeria already and in other parts of the world as well. But we really need to be able to harness our minds so that we can put in excellence in every single thing that we do, and we can live our lives intentionally with purpose. And with these amazing words of mine, please join me to welcome the amazing Coach Kemi.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for agreeing to be on the show, man. We are so honored and so excited to have you here. You can even hear me stuttering already because for you to grace our teal carpet is really, awesome.
I love that teal carpet. I love that expression. Keep saying it, girl.
So we'll give you some time to actually introduce yourself for those who do not know you. I'm not sure why, but we'll give you some time to actually introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do and how you help entrepreneurs before we get into the interview proper.
Okay, so I'm Coach Kemi Oyesola is my full name, and I'm a mother of 2 adult children and 2 absolutely gorgeous grandchildren. But I guess they're gorgeous because the children are gorgeous, and I guess they're gorgeous because the mommy. Okay, let me just carry on. Right, so I teach people how to think. I don't teach you mindset. I teach you thought set, and that came out of the separation from my husband and subsequent divorce. And I do that because your thinking is critical to your entire life. What you eat, what you wear, what you do, how you sleep, if you sleep, how you live your life. And if your thinking is thinking, which is what I call it, then that means you are thinking and you're going to take that stink into everybody else's life. That is unfair. So you can imagine what I have to do with my brain and my life every single day. So I work with literally anyone because we all think. However, I am particularly biased towards women in the corporate space who are senior executives, entrepreneurs, as well as young people. That's it.
Awesome. You should be thanking me right now for bringing this powerhouse, to our show, and thank you very much for the opportunity to join us today. Now, Coach, we're going to give you some time to school us through the thought pattern, the precise way for us to think and, make sure our thoughts are not standing in our way of success. Like I mentioned earlier before we started the show, basically the way you train your thoughts is the way you're actually going to be. If you consistently focus on negative things, even when the good things come, you won't even see it as an opportunity because you have made your thoughts to hinder you. So we want to be able to have a process that makes our thoughts to propel us and gives us a better and greater perspective so that we do not stand in our own way of success with self-sabotaging thoughts. So you have the table.
Thank you. Okay, so in answering this question, I really need to share 2 things I have created. The first one is the 5 steps to how to think to win, and the second one is success. It's a success thinking plan, and I've created this over the last couple of years because I found out that there was a problem. When I teach people how to think, they are thinking about how to do. They're not thinking about how to think, and you've got to think about how to think. You cannot think about how to do. because that's not the point. Once you are doing, you've made a decision on what you're going to do. So you've gone way beyond thinking. You've left the roots. You are not eating the fruits. So let me tell you the difference between thought set and mindset. Thoughts set the mind. So let's call the mind your house in which you live. Now, that house is set. That's where you can go in, everything stays in place, the walls are in place, the kitchen is the right. No, the kitchen does not move around. So your house is your mind. Your mind does not move around. Once it's set, it is set. And based on that setting, you act, you live, you talk, you eat, you sleep, you get married, you treat people a certain way based on the setting of your mind. However, it is your thoughts that set the mind. It is your thoughts that set the mind. It is your thoughts that set the mind. So when you are thinking, you're still in the beginning stages. You can change your thinking. If the house you're setting is not looking right, that's your mind, then you change it. Oh no, we can't put this, we can't put this wall here. No, we can't make it red. We've got to make it green. You're still at it. You're in the process of setting. While you're still in the process, you can make changes. But once it's set, then you're going to have to break it down or go and build another house. So it's critical that you pay attention to your thoughts. When people say mind yourself or watch your words, we've gone too far. We should be saying watch your thoughts, because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. That is your words which have come out of your thoughts. So if we are saying what your thoughts, then we are getting it right, aren't we? Instead of saying what your words, the words are already done. Is out of your mouth, out of your heart, and you can't do anything about it. It's spoken. So it's critical you watch your thoughts. I have a mini series called Catch Yourself Thinking, which it's free. I can send it to you, Nnanke, if you want to share with anybody. So in catching your thoughts, you are literally paying attention to what you're thinking. You're thinking about what you think about. Do you ever think about what you think about? In thinking about what you think about, the only way you can do that is to be very slow to speak, be very quick to hear, and just pause. More often than not, pause. Many of us live life in the fast lane. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. 24 hours as God created is actually enough for the day, and you're supposed to sleep in between. And we also live shallow lives. Shallow. Thinking is a deep matter. It's not a shallow matter. And in order for you to think deeply, which is another word for meditation, you have to live slowly. Go through life slowly. Because you see, when you marinate something, you can't rush it. The spices will get into the meat slowly. That's how understanding, comprehension, wisdom, knowledge gets into you slowly. And that's why it's critical that you know how to think. So let me share the 5 fundamentals of how to think to win. If you are not thinking to win, why are you thinking? You must win in life. You are not created to lose. You are not actually created to come second. Everyone runs the race to win. It doesn't say run the race against somebody else. You run your race. You need to win your race. It's not your race with somebody. It's your race, full stop. You are meant to win. You are created to win. It's not like, so let me look at the meaning of visibility before I tell you that. It says the state of being able to see or be seen. There's another one I'm looking on Google. Then it says the distance one can see as determined by light and weather conditions. How can you see? Because many people say, oh, I can't, I'm small, I don't know if I should come out. Because you can't see, there is no visibility. The third one is the degree to which something has attracted general attention and prominence. This is what Nnanke is teaching you, to be prominent so that you can be seen. Because there is no point if you are not prominent, there is no point you existing. So you are here to give something somewhere. So you need to be ready to think visibility. You know, everything is a thought and starts with a thought. Before you can be visible, it's not getting yourself up. And like I said, do this and we do. It's not the doing, because your thinking will stop your visibility. No matter how many times you're up there and you're talking and you're video and you are writing this, you just get frustrated, because if you are thinking, nobody will watch it. That means you're not ready to win. You're not thinking to win. To win, W-I-N, is a thought in itself. Because when you get on your marks, you must be on your marks in your thoughts, not on your marks physically. Nah. If you have not run the race in your thinking and won, you're not going to race. You're not going to win. You are not. It's not going to happen. For as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. And I believe that's the most superior thought as principle ever. So let me get into those 5 steps. The first one is there must be a readiness. How to think to win? There must be a readiness. Not a willingness. Everybody is willing. But are they ready? Are you ready to win in life with your thinking? Not, I want you to keep changing it. It's not doing, it's thinking. When we talk about positioning, it's not position yourself. No. Everything everyone is teaching you as an entrepreneur is they're talking about your thought. They're just not saying so. They say, okay, do this, do that. Your doing is informed by your thinking. Because a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Number 1, be ready. Number 2, be ready to pay the price. There is a price to pay. Immediately I say price, people think money. Money comes and goes. It's just going. It's just moving. It's movement. Money is currency is moving. It's not the money. The most expensive price, the most dear price you need to pay is yourself. It's yourself. Okay, I'm going to start thinking this way so I can be this way so I can do this. Okay, that's the greatest price. Taking money out of your pocket is nothing. It is you. So if you begin to think a particular way, it won't matter to you how much you've got to put out because of who you will become. You can't pay for who you will become. You can't pay for the road that you will walk. You can't pay for it. There is no amount of money anybody will pay. So the next step is take responsibility. Take responsibility for your life, for crying out loud. Just take it. Quit pointing fingers and say they did this, someone can. It's you. It's your life. You're going to be judged for what you say, for what you do. It's not anybody else. It's you. The more humans take responsibility for their lives, the less the complaining. The whole of Nigeria, if every citizen took responsibility, it would be amazing. Oh, don't drop paper here. Nobody needs to tell you that. You will be, I can't mess it up. Because you are responsible. You've taken responsibility. The first step of how to think to win is to make a decision. Many of us don't make decisions. We are in the air. I've been doing that for years. We're in the middle. Should I know? Very tight, should I know? Okay, I'll do it. No, make a decision and reply now. You forget. You will forget. Make a decision. It's thinking because you're thinking. Should I know? And the last step is do the work. W-O-R-K. It is work. It is not a walk in the park. It's not a dance. And thought has an art to it. There is a dance to thinking. There is a science to thinking. And there is the anatomy of thought. I haven't broken those down. I'm still working on them. But when I realize, my goodness, there is an art to thinking. There is a science to it. There is a dance to thinking. You're supposed to be at peace. You're supposed to be resting. You're not supposed to be struggling. If you're struggling in your thinking, you will struggle everywhere else. It follows. And I really believe the most superior principle on the face of the earth is as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Those are the 5 steps to how to think to win. Do you want me to share the success thinking plan? Is there time? Because if we then
yes, we have about a minute. Yes, please.
Okay. All right. So I say there are characteristics to a thinking plan. But it's not just a thinking plan, it's a success thinking plan. The way you need to think about a thinking plan is the way you have a business plan. You have a business, I'll do this, I'll do that. The places we fail is because our thinking has already failed. Our thoughts concerning those plans that we've written down have failed. Even your goals and your affirmations, if you have not made an affirmation your own, if it is something Nnanke said that you are repeating, it's not yours, it's Nnanke's. So when it does not work for you, you wonder. Now the way to make an affirmation your own is to think through it. I talk to 12 people every day and you keep talking to 6 or you keep talking to 4. And you wake up in the morning, I talk to 12 and you keep talking to 6. It's because you don't want to go beyond that. You are not ready for that thought transformation. And when you talk to 6, you stop and say, 6 more. No, let me do this. Your thinking has messed it up already. So there are characteristics to a thinking plan, and what this is a success thinking plan, not just a thinking plan, is to successfully carry out every other plan. But it starts with your thinking plan. So you must, number one, precision thinking. Your thoughts must be precise. I'm always using the example of a dartboard. The bull's eye is only one point on that board. When you throw it, you should be aiming precisely for that point. Not just let's throw it. You know we're in Nigeria. You know if you just put it here, it will work. That is thinking. I don't care where you are. There must be precision in thinking, because then there'll be precision in doing. Number two, another characteristic of a success thinking plan is determination thinking. I'm determined to do this. There's nothing going to stop me. I wrote a book in 3 days. I was determined. I mean, I sat there. I wake up. Come on. I put my time on. Come on. When my brain was puzzling, oh God, whatever. I said, okay, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to wake up at this time. I was determined. Nobody was going to call me and say something. Facebook was not going to call me. And if I found myself, stop it. Instagram, go away. Tweet. No. Kemi, you are determined. Determination thinking. Then there should be clarity of thought. Now, clarity is connected to purity. When I was studying that word clarity, clarity. Clarity is connected to purity. So think of a glass cup with plain water, and you can see through the cup to the other side. Think of a cup with a bit of mud. It becomes blurred. You can't see the other side. There is no clarity. So there must be clarity thinking. So you have your business plan, you have your vision, and when people say vision board and all that, don't go and be pinning and writing anything. What you need to do is to pin your clarity on your board. Because once you are clear, you can't do anything. It's so clear. Step one, So when something else comes in, no, this is not part of that picture. So you go back to your clarity thinking. What was the thought again? The thought is we are going to talk to 12 people today. And we're going to get 12 people that's going to pay us £5,000 today. And you keep going. So when somebody offers you 3,000, you say, that's not where we are going. Clarity thinking. Once your thinking is clear, it's not what you've written on the board. You need to pin your clarity to the board. And there are 18 ways to make sure your vision is clear. 18. I found it. The next thought is number 4, and the only 7 is it must be a deeply desired thought. It's not something you're just talking about. Deeply desired. The kind that if you don't get it, we're dying today, I need to have this. Because we are not like so many things that are baseless, they don't have any value, they don't have any life, they can't move us from point A to point B. Those are the things we're deeply desiring. And then when trouble comes, you cannot stand. Once small wind comes, you fall. Winds will come, there will be trouble. But you must be willing to stand like an oak tree. And for adventure, you fall to your knee, and you fall to the other knee, and you fall on your face, and your belly is on the floor. You are willing to crawl on your belly to that place because, hey, this is a deeply desired thought. I'm going for it. It's that kind of thinking. Number 5, it must be a different thinking, different from the toxic thoughts you've been having. Not a bit of that nonsense and the new thought. No. Totally different. And when your thoughts are different, you behave differently. Because as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. You see, you should be not competing, because domination completely obliterates competition. You are not called to dominate, to compete. Your niche, God has given you your own. Do yours. Dominate in it. So that people can say, yeah, you the queen. Yeah, you the man. Yeah. We know you to blah, 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 blah. Not, what's Nnanke doing? Oh, okay. We have to. She raised her price. Let's raise. Oh, she's doing this. Let's look for a way to just be you. And do what comes out of you. So it must be a different thought. The next one should be a measured thought. So that means you need to be able to go back and say, 1 + 1 is 2. That was last week. Okay, 2 + 2 is 4. Did we get 4? 1, 2, 3, 3.5. We didn't. So we go back. What's the measure thought? Like the thinking should be able to what you are doing. You should be able to measure it. So you already see the number, the place, the how. You might not know it all, but you need to go on that thinking journey. Your success thinking plan. You need to go on that thinking journey, and until you get to your destination, don't bother starting. it's in your thinking that you must get to the destination. Remember Abraham, you're going to have a child as many number as the stars. He had to go out to see this thing. His thinking was elevated. Like, whoa, really? Okay. He had seen. I wonder if he went out many times to keep looking at the stars. God said, as many as I can count. The grains of sand, he would put some. He would try and count 1, 2. Come on. That is meditation. How can you count grains of sand? That's deep thinking. Meditation is deep thinking. How can you count grains of? Well, you can't. 1, 2, and then you counted like 10. See, so how much is in this bunch? If this is just 10, my goodness, I'm going out to count grains of sand. That's a good idea today. And the last one is, it should not be a negative thought. So I'll give you an example. I don't want to think like that. It's negative. Instead, think like this. Not when you say, don't go there. Instead, you should be saying, go here. So instead of saying, we are never going to fail. Come on. Just say we are going to succeed. That does not mean there won't be failure along the way. Who cares? Are you God? There will be failure. Only God does not miss it. So who cares? But you say we are succeeding. So that's all that's in your thought. Success, success, success. You can't think, you choose not to think about anything else. So those are the seven characteristics of a success thinking plan. A success thinking plan is something you go back to look at. You say, this is the way I'm supposed to be thinking. Is it precise? Okay. Am I determined? What's the determination thinking? Nothing is going to stop us. We are not going to stop. It does not matter how long it takes to my dying day until my last breath. I am going to make this happen. We're all writing books. Really? Why are you writing a book? Is it to get money? Forget it. Is it to help? There is a copyright. People put, this book cannot be copied. Mine is different. This book can be copied as much as you like. That's why you're writing it. So people can use it. You can help them. If they like, put my name after. If you like, we know who wrote it. You can't change it. You can't write it like me. So I don't have all those clauses. Take it. Use it. As long as it helps you and it helps somebody else, that's how to think. Not because all this, you can't do this. It restricts your thinking, restricts your ability. You say, let's go there. Oh, no, somebody might copy. So, is there anything new under the sun? The only thing is they can't copy you. Because nobody can do it quite like you. Nobody can smile quite like you. Nobody can talk quite like you. You're just simply unique. There's no one like you. It does not matter how much they try. So don't put those strictures in your thinking. I hope that serves you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Coach Kemi. My goodness, I could be here all day just listening to you and all that you have said. You know, one thing that stood out for me in your conversation was clarity. And you connected clarity to purity. And you even said, when you're trying to pin whatever it is on your vision board, it mustn't necessarily be anything somebody else has said, but clear, focused thoughts on what you really want. I mean, this is really powerful, particularly for those who want success in their business. You also made mention of the fact that you must be ready to do the work. You must be ready to do the work. And beyond that, you talked about taking responsibility. And what I took from there is that you must create room for the important things. If it is really important to you, you must take responsibility to see it to completion. You know, and it's not just willingness. Willingness is just the readiness to be able to make success in your business, to be visible, to live a profitable business life. And this is very profound because our thoughts make who we are. It's not really about the mindset. It's now about the thought set. So you need to catch yourself thinking, watch yourself thinking, and make sure that you are thinking in a determined way. Your thoughts are measured to eradicate all forms of negative thoughts, and most of all, there must be a deep desire in you. And beyond that, it must be clear. I mean, Coach Kemi, you have just transformed it today, and you're not just called the thought transforming expert for nothing. You really embody what it is, to be a transforming expert, like you say you really are. Thank you very much for gracing our show today. We are very excited. Where can we find you? The name of your website, where we can see you, what material you have available that people can really grab and help them to, put their thoughts in check.
There are a number of ways. You can find me all over social media on How to Think, at How to Think, with a number 2, not a T-O-A, the number 2, one word. How to Think, that would be Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You can join me on my Facebook group, How to Think for High performance. You can ask to get into that group. You can ask to join the How to Think Thinking School. That's online, and I also do How to Think Thinking School around the globe, live, a one-day live event. It will become a 3-day event shortly once I've gone through that. And then how else can you find me? My website is howtothink.coachkemi.com. How to think with a number 2.coachkemi.com. You can find me there, and I have a YouTube channel, Coach Kemi Oyesola. That is my YouTube channel. If you write Kemi Oyesola, you will find it. Well, I mean, there's so many videos you can learn from. On my Facebook group, there are lots of videos. On my personal profile, there are lots of videos. So just check me out.
Thank you. I know you have mentioned that one of the words that you think are most profound is, as a man thinketh, so he is. But beyond that, in 140 words, what is that thought process that really wakes you up in the morning and, gingers you to take action and really focus on where you really want to go in your business, in your life, and just for that day, basically?
I am responsible, and God is with me.
Awesome. Now, if your life was to be a movie, what would be the title?
Oh, this crazy woman reaching out to make it happen. She ain't dying till she does.
I will go watch that movie. Sounds like a Madea type of movie. I'll really watch it. Yes, this was an amazing time. I really had a lot of fun hanging out with you today, and we hope that we can bring you on the show again in the future. Thank you very much for believing in our dream, even though we are still very young to come on here. It's not every time that people in your capacity would agree to be on the show. So thank you very much for trusting us with this.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sharing from the fullness of your knowledge. We really appreciate it. So yeah, guys, there we have it. If you really want to see Coach Kemi in action, join her Facebook group, our Facebook community. Watch her YouTube videos. All of these are free resources that you can, that can actually set your thought process in check. And if you want more, of course, she has courses available. You can also reach out to her. Tell her you are from me. She has no choice than to respond.
Yes, for sure.
And she will definitely respond to you. So thank you once again. I hope you guys had fun in today's session. If you have friends, make sure that you drop them down in the comment section or send an email to Nnanke@NnankeEssien.com. The link will be put somewhere in the video, and then we will be sure to answer you. I'm sure Coach Kemi will be happy to answer any questions that come afterwards. So thank you once again, and we'll see you on the other side. Have a nice day. Bye.